Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the new baby names tag because Liza Prideaux actually tagged me in this, so thank you Liza. I'm going to do it today. If you're new around here, then hello, my name is Sarah-Jayne. I make all sorts of videos from being a mum, becoming a first-time mum, to things around the house, beauty, hauls, all that kind of thing. So if you like that, then make sure you click that subscribe button. I would love to have you around. So basically this tag was made by the beautiful SJ Strum. I shall leave her channel link along with Liza's in the description box below, and it's kind of going through all different questions in relation to baby names. No, I'm not pregnant before anybody asks. But these are just really nice questions and I thought I would join in on the tag. Also, I shall tag some people at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's have a look. So I really enjoyed actually doing a bit of research for this, and it kind of gives you a theme for some questions. So some of the names aren't necessarily ones that I would actually choose if I hadn't been thinking about it in that way, but these names I think are all really lovely. So question number one, it says, if you had a baby tomorrow, what would you call them? A boy and a girl. So I actually did a baby names I love but won't be using video. I'll leave a link for that just here if you want to check that out after. But I did that video, and in that video I talked about a name that I absolutely loved but Anthony, my husband, wasn't so keen on. And for a boy that would be Lucas James. I just absolutely adore that name. My little girl is called Ella Grace, and I think having an Ella Grace and a Lucas James, it just sounds so lovely. And also with our surname as well, Lucas James Fragola, I just adore that. So I'm still working on Anthony with that, both having another baby and probably naming that baby. The girl's name I would choose, and again, these are just my opinions, this is not even including Anthony's opinion because he probably wouldn't go for any of these names, but the next one for a girl would be Alessia. I just adore that name. I've liked it for a while. When I was pregnant with Ella, that was one of the names that I loved, and then the Saucony Jolies had another baby and they called her Alessia, so I was like, oh, it's going to look like I'm copying now, but I don't think Anthony would have gone for it anyway. But Alessia is a beautiful name. Question two is, what would you rename yourself keeping the same first initial? So obviously my name is Sarah-Jayne, the first initial would be S. So at first I chose Sophia, but then I changed my mind and chose Safi, S-A-F-F-I. I just think that's a really cute name, and also when you get older it's quite a cool name, so Safi would be my choice. Question three, what would you have been or wish you'd have been called if you were the opposite gender? So I rang my mum for this and I asked her if she had a name in mind if I was a boy, and similar to me, I've always loved the name Lucas. She's always loved the name Luke. The reason why I love the name Lucas is because it actually goes back into our family, right back to the 1800s, I think it is. So every first born male on my granddad's side was called Luke or Lucas. So I really like the name Lucas. My mum really likes the name Luke. It just must be in our blood. So she would have chosen Luke or Paul. I'm not quite sure why she would have chose Paul, but out of those two, I personally would have liked to have been called Luke. Not that there's anything wrong with the name Paul, but it's just my preference. Question number four is, favourite vintage baby name for a boy and a girl? And I think vintage names are quite popular at the moment. I don't like overly vintage names. I'm not going to mention anything because about any specific name because I don't want to offend anybody, but I really like Evelyn. I know that's really popular at the moment, but I really like Evelyn, shortened to Evie, and I also really like Rosalie. I think that's really cute as well. I struggled with a boy's vintage baby name, but I came across the name Edison and I really like that as well. I think I kind of favour names that begin with A and E or end in an A. My husband is part Italian, so I really do like Italian sounding names as well. Question number 5 is favourite nature baby name for a boy and a girl, and without a doubt my baby girl's name would be Willow. I really like that. India, I don't think you could class that as a nature. Depends how loosely you want to, I mean, would you class a country as nature? But Willow is definitely a top runner for me. And then in terms of boys' names, I think Liza actually chose this one as well, but I totally agreed. I love the name River. Liza was right when she said that you could, it's unisex. I think I would choose to use it for a boy. But I also came across the name Alder, which is from the alder tree, and Alder, A-L-D-E-R. I just thought that was really cute as well. Question 6 is favourite YouTuber's name and or baby name. So I went with Cara Loren. I really like her name for a start, and then she has 3 beautiful babies. She has Haynes, Arrow and Echo. All 3 names I wouldn't choose for myself, but I actually love the quirkiness of them. They're just really cute and it really suits her and her family. Number 7 is favourite literary name. I struggled with this one a little bit, but I googled it, and I actually really like the name Rue, R-U-E, and that is from The Hunger Games. Yes, I know it's a film, but it's also a book, so it is classed as literary, you know what I mean. But Rue, and I think that's quite a unisex name. I think in The Hunger Games, Rue was a girl, but I actually quite like Rue for a boy as well. Question 8, favourite O name that isn't Olivia or Oliver. So I went for Aurea, or Orlina. So when I looked at Aurea, the name which was connected to that was Orlina, and I think that is a beautiful name. I always struggle with boys' names, so I automatically kind of go to girls' names. I don't know why, just always been the same, but that would be my favourite O name. I think for a boy, if I was going to go for a boy's name, I would say Otto. I think that's really cute. Question 9, what did you wish you were called when you were younger? Funnily enough, I wished that I was called Jamie Lee. I don't know why. I don't know if it had anything to do with Britney Spears, because her sister was called Jamie Lee and I was obsessed with Britney Spears. Still am a little bit. But yeah, Jamie Lee, Jamie-Leigh. I think I also wanted to call my child Jamie Lee as well as myself. But yeah, Jamie Lee. And then finally question number 10, what name would or did you immediately veto? So there were quite a few on Anthony's side that he was like, just no, I don't like that name. I think for me, Anthony came up with the name because at first obviously we didn't know whether it was boy or girl. He mentioned Sylvester, as in Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, and I was just like, no, absolutely not. I don't think there's anything wrong with the name, but naming your child after Rocky Balboa, just, that was a big fat no from me. So there we go, that is my baby names tag challenge. I am going to now tag a few people just here. So the first person is Carly J. Drake. You might know her because she does some fab cleaning videos. She's just super positive, really lovely. Go and check out her channel. So I tag you, Carly, if you fancy joining along. The next person I'm going to tag is Jade from Harrison and Me. Harrison is very similar age to Ella, so go and check her channel out. And Jade, I'd love to see you do this tag. And then the final person I'm going to tag is Ellie from Ellie Polly. I just love her Instagram feed and her YouTube. Again, she's just super lovely, so if you would like to join in, then please do. So there you go. If you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with all my latest videos, and I shall see you again in my next video. Bye!